Hey guys, it's Jessica, and today I have a humongous drugstore makeup haul for you guys. I'm so excited. This actually all happened randomly because I was on my way to like a professional development session and I realized I was there 30 minutes early and there was a CVS right there, and so I was like, I'm gonna go look at the makeup. And then I walked out with like $100 and something worth of makeup, and I was like, how did this happen so fast? Very fast, like 20 minutes fast. So let's go ahead and get into it. So if you can hear gross noises, it's my dog, Pinocchio, and there's some peanut butter in like one of those little toys, and it is, the noises he's making is so gross, but I need to keep him occupied for a little bit so I can film. So some of this stuff is brand new, but a lot of it is stuff that's been at the drugstore for a while that like I've heard people talk about, or maybe I haven't, and I've just been wanting to try, so I decided to pick up. So let's start with some of the new stuff. These are brand spanking new. These are from Revlon, and it's their Not Just Nudes palettes. Each of these have 10 different shades. I bought both of the ones they sold. This one's Passionate Nudes. This one has a lot of warm, just kind of neutrally colors. I mean, nothing stands out as like not neutral. But compared to this other one, which is Romantic Nudes, if you look at them both, you can tell Romantic Nudes has a lot more like pink and purple type shades. So this one is Romantic Nudes. It makes me think of like Romeo and Juliet. I don't know why these colors do. Is that weird? Don't run out and buy these until I give my like video review on these, because I'm not 100% certain that I love them, but I've used them a little bit. I'll give you more info in that video. All right, so next thing, a lot of these things I'm wearing today, so I'm really excited about that. So I finally bit the bullet and bought these L'Oreal Visible Lift products. I keep seeing them. I've heard pretty good things, but not a lot of people talk about them. But I bought the Visible Lift Blur Foundation in 204 Creamy Natural, which is actually a pretty darn good shade for me. It seemed like when I was in the store, I'm like, I feel like this is gonna be too dark, but it's really good. And this one is more gray toned, so it kind of neutralizes a little bit. This stuff is really nice, you guys. Like, it covers really well, but it's thin at the same time. It's a really cool kind of gel-like foundation, in my opinion. It blends like instantly, but it actually covers. It's really, I mean, it is really cool. So if you can find your shade in this, I would definitely recommend this, definitely. With that, I also tried today the Visible Lift Concealer. This is a lot of concealer in this little tube. I used it under my eyes today, and I also used it, I thought it was a pimple until I remembered that last night Pinocchio like jumped across me on the couch and like hit me there, and it hurts. Like, it's, the whole area is tender to the touch, but there's like a little scratch, but it's raised, so I thought it was a pimple, and then I was like, no, it's actually from that. I don't know why I just told that story. It did an okay job covering that. I wouldn't say it's completely gone, but it did it better than some other concealers I have. It does have a little bit more coverage. So I really like these two together. I've worn this for the past couple of days and really, really, really liked it. So let's continue on with face. I am looking for a cheaper version of my IT Cosmetics powder foundation. It's like their Illumination Celebration Foundation. And it's so nice because it's a powder foundation that has a lot of coverage, but it doesn't make you look matte or cakey. It just makes you look like almost, not glowy, but it just makes you look like satiny and alive. I love it, but it's kind of expensive, so I've been looking for a drugstore version. So I tried this. This is the Neutrogena Mineral Shears Powder Foundation, and I bought mine in Buff number 30. And it's, can you guys hear the noises he's making? This is absolutely disgusting. I am so sorry. Pinocchio, you gotta like chill out with that, man. Okay, that's enough. Tyler's gonna die when I tell him how loud he was. Anyway, this I think is, it has good coverage. I think it's a good powder foundation, but it's not exactly like that one. Now, in all fairness, I've only used this once, so I haven't fully decided by any means, but it did look a little bit powdery like in the sun, whereas the other one, the IT Cosmetics one, doesn't look powdery in the sun, at least not as much as this, so I'm still kind of figuring that out, but I like it. It's got good coverage. So I also repurchased the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. I got mine in number 20. I know that like there's 10 and 15, and like 15 is actually kind of lighter than 10, but I got 20 because they didn't have 15, and I felt like, you know, this actually might match my skin a little bit better than a lot of concealers have lately because I do have a little bit more color than usual. So I figured I would just go for it. This really is a nice, just everyday concealer. It's comfortable. I think it covers enough. If you've got severe dark circles, I don't think it'll cover enough, but you know, just for everyday use, I like it, and I just wanted to try it again. This was new to me. I haven't seen this. This was from L'Oreal, and it's their Magic D-Crease, and it's an eye primer. Eyelid primer. Does it have like a shade? I don't think so. But it's just a doe foot applicator, kind of an apricot colored swatch there, and it just blends away. It kind of does have that same feel, almost like a silicone feel, similar to like the Too Faced Shadow Insurance, kind of. It's a little bit thinner than that though. I've used it a couple days. I think it does a good job. I still want to use it and find out how well I like it, but I couldn't believe I hadn't heard of it. I don't know if it's that new or if I just somehow it was like under my radar. Another thing that I kind of repurchased is a color tattoo. I've since gotten rid of all of my color tattoos, but I repurchased this one just because I thought the shade was so pretty. This one's called Bad to the Bronze. And this is really dry, you guys. I think I got a dud. I don't know if it's been in CVS for a long time, but like to get a swatch of it, it used to be so much easier. I feel like it's just, I don't know, I have to go like 15 times to get a little bit on my hand. However, it's still beautiful, it still works, so I'm like, you know what, I'll still use it enough that I'm not too concerned, and I kind of figure if my hand kind of warms it up, it might help, I don't know. Another thing I bought was one of the Burt's Bees lipsticks. This one's in 501 Blush Base, and I'm wearing this on my lips today. The packaging is like plastic, but really cute, and it has the color of the shade all over the lid. It's got kind of a longer basin, and it's just such a pretty everyday color. I'm wearing it on my lips with no lip liner. It's very moisturizing and just comfortable. I mean, just comfortable. I do want to get another shade or two. Here's a puppy. You're almost like 9 months old, aren't you? Look at him. He's like, no, I want to sniff your makeup. Look how big he is. Oh, puppy, you've gotten so big. I don't think I've shown him to you guys in a long, long time. He's head down, beagle, sniffing everything. Say hi, guys. So anyway, I want to get some other shades of this because it is just so comfortable and nice. I was so impressed. So the last two things I got are cheek products. I'll show the one I'm wearing on my cheeks today first. This is the Maybelline Master Highlight by Face Studio Highlighting Blush in Coral. And I've owned the one that was like more pinkish toned. And this one's so pretty because it's peach. And it's got that little bit of shimmer in it. Okay, going down. It's got that little bit of shimmer to it where it's just so pretty. These really do stay on all day long. And the last thing I picked up was this Milani Illuminating Face Powder. And this used to be like a big deal for a while here on YouTube. I want to say like 2 years ago when they first came out with these because they're so cute. Milani is so good. This one's in the shade, I think it says Beauty's Touch. It's got that like CVS pharmacy thing on it and I can't really read it. But you kind of swirl it together, and for me, this will work as a blush. But if you're not as light as I am, it might almost be like a pink type highlighter. But I think this is so pretty. I wore this yesterday to work, and I loved it. It just looked so healthy, but not really like glowy, but just healthy. And I think you get away without wearing a highlighter with it, but it looks even more beautiful with a highlighter. So those were all the things I purchased. I hope that you enjoyed. Let me know what you'd like to see reviews on. Like I said, I will do a swatch review of the Revlon palettes for sure. But if anything else strikes your fancy and you'd like to know more, let me know down below. I hope you'll subscribe to catch more of my videos, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.